Hey everyone, it's Ricker and we're back with Kerbal Space Program in the beta version. And we are preparing to send a unmanned flight to the Mun. Because this will be, I think, a little more doable on a little bit less cash and a little bit less risk. So, yeah, let's see. I think we can also do this mission as well, because we're going to be there anyway. So we'll accept that contract. It gives us a little more cash to work with. Now I think this idea will work. We'll start with one of these. And what we're going to need for long-term use is we're going to need some solar panels. I'm going to angle them slightly up because we are going to be landing this craft. Okay, now this thing does not have any reaction wheels, so we're gonna probably put, I'm gonna use the bigger one because I don't have a small fuel tank, so that will fit. Actually, no, that's not what I'm gonna do. Let's do the small one. So we'll do this, and this, and the engine we're going to use to actually land is one of those. So, I'm fairly certain that with the lower gravity of the Mun, this kind of thing will be perfectly alright to land on. And we're going to put some of these things on. And we need one antenna, or else this whole mission will just be to waste. And what we'll also do is take a battery pack, put it on the side there. Now, I believe that the battery pack, it has mass, but I don't think it actually affects flight with that mass, so that's kind of a handy thing. So let's pull this thing up. Okay, we got 20 more parts to work with. I think that will be just fine. Just fine indeed. So it'll look a little weird, but that's kind of what we're going to have to do, because we don't have a smaller decoupler or any kind of adapter. And then what we'll put on is, oh, still not used to these things being in different places. Okay, now I think that's what I put on. We'll go ahead and build the thing and see what the part count is. Okay, and I think that will work there. And okay, so I think we should have one more tank here, like that. Okay. Then this is going to be essential here, so that the fuel flows inward. And then I'm going to try something a wee bit different than usual. Rather than radial boosters, we're going to have them underneath the main ship. Okay, so Mun probe lander. Okay, and it only comes out to 19,000 Kerbal bucks or whatever they are. An actual manned moon mission would probably be a bit more than that, because we need more fuel to return. So, okay. Now, this is going to be a little nerve-wracking here, but I think it will be okay. Okay. Whew. And you know what? We really should not launch during the night. Because we want our solar panels to keep us charged. Okay, we're getting a very slight amount of power. And maybe we can rotate a bit once we get in the air. Well, let's just wait until the sun's a little bit higher. Okay. So there's no SAS, so that's going to be interesting. But I think it will work. Let's see. Okay, so that looks really scary, but it's remarkably stable. Oh, shoot. I did not correct the staging here. Drifting a little bit. Okay, that was my fault. Now let's correct this. It all looks good. Let's fast forward to daytime. Keep an eye on that. And okay, that's much better. The idea is that these really cheap solid fuel boosters will get us high enough that the liquid fuel is not wasted quite as much. Because it's significantly more expensive. As high as I'd hoped, but I think it'll be okay. So this system here, asparagus staging is what it's called. It's where you have outside tank and engines that pull fuel in the middle, so that when these are empty, that means that this is full. And then you can release those tanks and the engines and all the dead weight and have a full tank with your main engine there. So that's a very handy little thing to keep, you know, to basically use weight efficiently. So I think we're doing all right. We'll probably accelerate even faster when we release the side tanks, because it'll be even less mass. Now I'm going to shut this down for just a sec. Okay. We can probably just cruise the rest of the way, but you know, we don't want to do that too quickly. As you can see, the fuel in this tank is basically 100% still. We use very little of it, and that's good, because this is also going to be the transfer stage to get to the Mun. And there are no maneuver nodes yet, so it's gonna take a little, it may take a little trial and error to actually get an encounter. But I did do it last time, so theoretically, with the same process, we should be okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and start burning at 90, because that's gonna be your velocity when you hit the apoapsis. So we're just getting started here. And pull up the nav ball like that. And this thing is remarkably stable for as little control as it has for the size of the rocket that we have from the launch stage. So that's really nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and wait until apoapsis to continue. It's a little bit more efficient that way. So right around 2200 is when we'll be into a stable orbit. And there. Yep, just about right. Okay, so we've got half the fuel here, which is fantastic. And we also have all the fuel in the landing stage, which is mostly all just going to be for braking. Now, so the moon is here. You generally want to try to shoot out at about 90 degrees. So we're probably going to want to burn here so that we go out that way. Yes, so just a little bit further and then we can start our transfer burn. And since we're going to be burning, I think we'll be okay with the electric charge, because I'm pretty sure that this engine will charge the engine, or the batteries. So we'll go ahead and burn. And yep, we're at full charge even though we had been losing it. I don't think we were in full sunlight. So I don't know if it will show, I can't remember if it shows me that there's an encounter or not. But okay. So we might have to adjust once we get there, which would be just fine. Okay, we're going into the shadow, losing power. But my guess is our batteries will probably be okay. This particular probe doesn't use too much power just to operate. But we'll go ahead and turn this a bit. And now we're charging. So try to stop rotation. Okay. Batteries are fully charged. Okay, now this is going to be kind of tricky. Okay, the moon's going a lot faster than we are. So hopefully we will be able to catch it. Let's focus on the spacecraft. Okay, so we're maybe just a little too fast. Because, I don't know, it feels like it's going to miss. I mean, once we're in the sphere of influence, it'll be easy. Okay, come on. You know, since we're going so slow, we may be able to just go ahead and reverse direction here. No. Okay. That's a little less efficient than it should be, but it worked. And we're not too far from the moon there. So we'll go to periamps here. Ooh. Batteries are losing power quickly. Okay, we gotta get in position and fire that engine. Okay, we're back in the sun. Whoa. Oh, I see. We're in kind of a wonky orbit, but that doesn't really matter. So I think maybe we'll try to land in this area here somewhere. Let's go ahead and warp around. Okay, so this stage still has quite a bit of fuel. I think it will be enough for this. Okay, so let's take a closer look. That doesn't look like a bad place to land, so we'll try that. And still some fuel left. It's a pretty darn good launch stage for this sort of vehicle. And especially for this sort of mission. Oh, I nearly forgot to go ahead and we got to do some science here near the mun to get got the contract. Now, it said that we didn't get any science from that. We didn't get any direct science from that, but I think that particular contract gives you some science, if I recall. So, it was well worth it. And we're going to try to turn around so the engine is facing retrograde. I'm going to try to stop, basically. Okay. We're still on target. Let me see if I can tell which one it is that I'm aiming at. Oh. Looks like probably this one here. But we need to go ahead and fire that. Coming in too fast. Well, now we might not be going fast enough. So maybe if I do something like this. Okay, we need to get in the crater, I think. Well, we may not be able to do that. Okay. All right, well, let's just go down then. There's my shadow right there, which means we're getting close. Don't want to go too fast. Okay, I'm gonna ditch that. That'll give us a better idea of, whoa. It's really hard to control here. Whoa. Stop, 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 stop. Holy cow. Holy cow. Whew, okay, well. This thing doesn't really want to stand. I think that'll be okay. Well, I would say that mission is a success. And in fact, this little thing has a bit more fuel. For fun and games, we could use it again, but it basically doesn't have any more scientific capabilities, so it wouldn't really be useful for much. But yeah, we did it. We did it. And that should help things out tremendously. Oh yes, our money problems are solved. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. That was kind of an experimental way of doing things. We don't have much science, so I don't know if we'll unlock more things to make a manned landing easier. But we do have quite a bit of money, so we can upgrade some stuff. My first priority, I think, is going to be getting maneuver nodes, because that makes it so much easier to fly. But thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.